Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we are poor at taking pride in our work, but mostly we are poor at making art. I'm Isaac.
And I'm Benj. So today we're drawing The Judgment of Pride.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, well,
That's
let's see how this turns out.
Easily interpreted sermon title that we now have to draw.
Yep. So many choices.
So do you draw like a judge? Do you draw the original sin of pride?
Those are all options. I was also thinking like you could draw as if pride was an Olympic event. That's an option. It's also thinking of doing like a different Bible story where like the Bible says don't sit at the head of the table because then if an actual esteemed guest comes, you'll be sent to the back. Could do something with that, but the actual esteemed guest is...
Those are all options, and if you keep giving me more options, I'm more likely just to take one of those and do something with it, because some of those sounded better than what I had in mind already.
But I have to choose one.
I think you should choose the worst idea, the least prideful choice.
Worst idea. The least prideful. I don't want to be judged for my pride.
But we're just going to judge you on your artwork, so don't worry.
Oh, well, can you judge me on my pride instead?
Might be easier. But you should probably get started with the drawing today.
Yep, I probably should.
Unless this is what you're turning in.
Let's go the only way to not be judged.
Yes.
A blank
canvas.
Let's go with the Olympic thing. That sounds like fun.
I was thinking that's a pretty good idea.
So let's draw the judges table over here because
yes, that's clearly what that is.
Because if I draw somebody doing something prideful, like I have to think of what you would do at an Olympic event.
Yep.
When you're being rated for pride.
The table took quite this sharp angle.
Yeah. See, I don't know what angle I'm going for here. But this guy, he's going to have like a top hat and a monocle. Because...
the most judgmental of outfits, if we're being honest.
Oh man, I just realized these people are facing towards us. I don't draw people facing towards us.
I don't know how you're going to do it. Both eyes are going to have to not be touching.
And this guy has a monocle. Oh man, I've left my expertise if I were to have one.
Yes, you could teach a masterclass on how to draw people from the profile that you only draw from.
And this guy, and he's got like a beard, but like kind of like an I don't know.
It just looks like a judgmental Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, this guy's weird. He's kind of like a monocle wearing Amish.
Of course. Who else are you going to get to judge somebody's pride?
I also now realize that, like, it's just his head sticking out of this table.
Yep.
So it's a very tall judging table.
Who knew so much could go wrong?
Or maybe this guy's just really short.
So quickly.
So the next judge, should I draw them also just a head? Or should we assume that this guy's midget?
It will tell us if they are
wearing Amish.
If they are a dwarf judge, then we will know. If not, then
okay. This person is going to be taller.
Is that their neck?
No.
Oh, okay. Wow. You really went the other direction with this person.
These people are all...
This person just looks like someone's head sitting in a jar that they put a top hat on top of, and that's one of the judges.
Well... maybe that's what they are. This guy, let's give them row as you do. A nice round nose, eyes, big old smile. Yeah.
That judge is more horrifying. It's like a disturbed clown.
You know what? Sometimes clowns are the greatest of judges.
The panel that makes up the Pride judges is quite diverse.
Hey, Pride is a interesting competition.
Apparently.
You never know what kind of
I
person,
can't wait till
right?
we actually get to it.
Yeah, well, there's a reason I haven't drawn that yet.
Uh-huh.
Because, how? How do you?
How do you judge somebody being prideful? Or draw somebody being prideful?
Yeah.
I can think of a way or two. It's not going to be included in my drawing, of course, because...
This person is what many...
Dare I ask what those two circles are? Her shoulders? Shoulder pads? Like a princess outfit?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I was going for.
Yeah,
Like
Abraham
a
Lincoln
princess.
had it in a jar, clown, and princess.
The usual judges.
Like, is this what your vision was when you started drawing these judges, or did it just turn into that?
I had no vision.
What is that?
Just hand.
Oh, okay, so he's not in a jar. He's just really short. Now he's flipping off the audience. What is that? Oh, his score. Oh, I get why there's an arm up for each of them now.
Yeah, they have to give the score. And they'll have their thumbs on this side
Good luck.
of the score. The rest of the hand is behind the score. And their other hand is down below the judges.
When you're judging somebody's pride, do you want the scores to be low or scores to be high? Is this like a... What kind of a competition is this?
Well, it's not a humble competition, so...
Oh, so you want high scores.
Yeah, you get the gold medal in Pride if you win.
I see.
But what is the most prideful thing you can do?
Are you asking?
I mean,
Or are you going to show us? Like,
well, see, most of the time I come up with an idea pretty quick.
yeah, that's not happening today.
No, this is
90% of this video is just you thinking about what to do next.
Mhm. I mean, I could just go, original sin route. They're like judging how well you bite an
I mean,
apple.
wanting to be like God, wanting to be God is pretty prideful.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to think of something funnier, but I can't think of anything funny. Like, there's no puns I can think of with pride.
Wow. You just pause the video here while we think for an hour or two about what.
No, we're just gonna draw. Gotta just go with the first idea that comes to your mind, and it's whether it's good or bad. You just go with it.
Yep, that is one of the benefits of me getting to draw second this week, at least. I'll get time to think of something punnier than yours.
Well, it'll be hard to be less punny. And then
Yours is good. It has like a... Oh, gosh. It has like a Bible lesson in it. Although, every time I have read or thought about Adam and Eve taking the fruit off the tree, that's never what the tree looked like.
I'm pretty sure this is what the tree always looks
100%
like.
not. Like, your weird generic, like, kindergarten tree with extra branches off the side. I mean, there's no other tree like it, so maybe it's exactly what it was. Unlike any other tree. To be fair, that's what your zombie tree looked like, and what your tree with the flesh people hiding in them looked like.
Once I add the
texture, oh yeah.
Because right now, this may as well be broccoli.
Now it's very clear that even though we've been calling it a tree, it's definitely
not broccoli.
Mm-hmm. Tree texture.
Yeah, which is
different than broccoli texture.
Yeah, broccoli doesn't have a texture. It's just all green.
I mean, I think it probably has some texture.
Okay, so then we're gonna draw like just a guy. He's just a guy. That's his slogan.
Just a guy? That's not very prideful. Now, if you were drawing like the guy from Seven Deadly Sins that was pride, you know, like the most amazing specimen of a human being imaginable.
Escanor deserves to be prideful.
It's more like Escanor before he transforms.
Yeah, kind of. He's also pathetic.
Also, this person... Oh! I'm so impressed. You have what look like fingers.
Mm-hmm. He's got a hat.
Man. Oh, no! What is that? He looks like Loki now.
Big old nose sticking out of his...
He looks like he has a bandana tied around his head and a Pinocchio nose.
That's like a hat bill. Like a baseball hat.
You say so.
I mean, normally wearing a hat is a sign of slavery, but
yeah, no, it's not. Just because you have a symbol on a hat does not mean that person belongs to you.
No, you belong to them.
Oh, that's what I meant. Just because you choose to wear a brand or wear something doesn't mean that it's wrong.
They own you.
You're wearing a shirt that says Marvel right now.
Marvel. It's a shirt, not a hat.
So if you had a hat that said Marvel on it,
if I had a hat that said Marvel on it, Marvel would own me.
I don't even understand the difference. A shirt is much more noticeable.
But the hat is on top of your head.
Oh, so
you are allowing it to be
cloaking yourself in that.
You're submissive to it.
Oh my gosh. Does that mean if you wear shoes with something on it that you own that?
Yes.
And if you wear it on your chest,
it's equal.
Okay.
I consider Marvel equal to myself.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Good life lesson.
Yes.
Finish your pride competition.
I'm gonna have this guy saying something.
Something prideful. Like, hey, I'm just a guy. But the opposite of that.
Power
vested in me. Is he marrying someone?
Pride and anime on...
What?
It's a meme.
Okay. I'll have to go look it up, or we'll link it in the comments. Or the description. Is that where you link stuff? I've never linked something in one of our videos. Power of pride and anime on my side. I will kill God or become him. Wow. Yeah, that is pretty darn prideful.
Yeah.
What is that from?
Well, the pride thing is added. Because it's I don't actually know what it's from. I've just heard it multiple times, so I'm assuming it's a meme.
I'm going to have to go look up this meme or make it if it doesn't exist.
Okay.
Can we just turn our pictures into memes? Like, there's probably too many words on this for memes.
For this one.
I mean, you could make a meme just out of your judges. Like, each individually have their own issues.
Yeah, I mean, making memes isn't that hard. It basically just have a picture and then...
What is your leprechaun score?
10.
Oh.
It's like 10, 9, 10. The clown's seen more prideful things.
After that quote, I have a hard time believing it.
Judge. Is there an E in judgment?
I believe so.
Judgment.
I never doubt spelling more in my life.
Right.
then when we're writing the titles of these or words on these, and I'm like, everybody on the internet is just going to think we're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they think that already because if they look at our
Because
drawings.
we are.
I mean, if we spelled it wrong, like if you spelled your name wrong,
Well, who would ever do that?
I don't know.
That like
Truly an idiot.
you would have to be the dumbest person in the world
Mm-hmm.
to like what? Put an A instead of an E
Yep.
and forget the J entirely.
Yeah, no,
Like
doesn't get any worse.
only the dumbest of the dumb would do that. Well, this is my drawing.
Yeah, it's an official piece of art now. It has your name and age, so I guess
Yeah.
it's my turn to take over. And
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
thank you, I need it. All right, so I promised a different interpretation of the word pride, as in like a pun on the word pride, almost the judgment of pride.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. So everybody knows the other meaning of pride has to do with lions.
Yes, because they are a pride of lions.
Yeah, because they're jerks and full of themselves because they're the king of the jungle, even though they don't really live in the jungle.
Mm-hmm. Just like how you have a murder of crows because they're all jerks and murder everybody all the time.
Exactly right. Exactly. So anyway, we have our lion.
And how you have a congress of baboons
Yeah,
because
'cause
they're
they
all
make-
jerks and make laws for the other animals.
I saw once how to draw a lion face, and something like this. I don't remember what lion eyes look like though. It's gonna, like if I make them too human looking, they're just gonna look creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come back to those in a second.
You could either go like cartoony or like
Gotta have to
menacing.
have, like, hair.
Usually my rule of thumb is if the animal that you're drawing is evil, it has triangles for eyes. And if it's nice, it has circle for eyes.
There, lion. Circles for eyes were nice.
Yeah.
In that case,
Because like triangle eye, that's like venom. I mean, I guess technically Spider-Man kind of has circles for eyes, but they're more, or he has triangles for eyes, but they're more circular than like Venom's triangle eyes.
that works. My rule is that if somebody's speaking, they have a circle for a mouth,
Oh,
and it's filled in black so you can see that it's
Mhm.
open.
yeah.
There's no
Because-
tongue or teeth or
Yeah.
details.
No, you don't use those when talking.
No, this lion's just speaking.
It's disturbing seeing a lion speak. Like, with how now human the face looks, it looks more like a manticore than a lion.
It really does. What if I put it on like a human body? Would that make it better?
I don't know if it'd make it better.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, well,
I
that
don't know
would
where
make it
Where
different.
do lion ears go? They're like off the sides, top. You know,
They're just
covered up.
in. They're in the
They're
hair.
covered up by the fur. That's
Yeah. Like, I mean, how big do you think their ears are that if they pop out through all that hair?
yeah. So we've got what do lion feet look like? Or hands rather.
But they don't have hands. They have paws.
Okay, well, what do those look like?
You just like make them rounded, and then you put like a couple lines through them. I mean, that's not what they actually look like, but I'd say it's close enough.
That arm got really skinny really quick.
Yeah. See, that's not how a lion's arm looks. That's clearly a human hand.
And he's
His
got
arms are very different.
Oh.
One's long and skinny, and one's short and fat.
well, what you don't know about this lion is that he is
A Frankenstein abomination.
no, he's an artist.
Oh,
Everybody knows artists that draw with one hand more than the other
hmm
get a really buff arm.
really buff and short.
I'm sure you've
It
noticed.
shrinks.
Since yeah, it compensates. All the artistic talent leaves one arm and goes to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we have our lion here.
Yeah. You have your one arm for reaching and grabbing the art tools, and the other arm for the using of the art tools.
Yeah, so
that's why you need one skinny long arm.
I feel like there has to be another lion if I'm saying that there's a pride of lions, but we'll get to that other lion.
If you're like judging
the
lion's pride, I think you'd have to judge the whole pride, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, possibly. But for now, he's got his art that he's been working hard on. He's got one of those art things. I think they call them easels.
Yeah.
And it's got the place where his paints would go, and it's got some feet, legs to hold up the easel. I've never drawn on an easel, have you?
Trying to remember, because I've taken a few like art classes. So there's always the chance that I like drew on an easel once.
Anyway, so he's been working hard. We'll get to his art in a second. I don't want to spoil the masterpiece.
Oh.
But,
Is he somehow a better artist than you?
We'll see.
That would be impressive if you somehow pull that off.
I'm not just going to go for the cop-out this week and put his feet off the drawing. I'm just going to have him really short legs.
I think it would have made more sense if you went for the cop-out.
Yeah, you're probably right. But,
He's also, not actually anywhere near the easel.
Yeah, well, he's finished with his art.
Oh, okay.
He's finished with it. So now, he's going to get judged on the competition he was clearly in. So we have to have a judge. In this case, though, it's the other form of judge. So we have to have a lion again. There's only lions in this world.
Like a court? Courtroom
judge?
But
he's judging art. He's retired from the courtroom. Sort of. You'll see.
Oh, I thought this was like a criminal investigation.
No.
Because of how bad his art is.
That's just what's going to happen to us. Did you say triangle eyes for evil?
Yeah. Triangle eyes are evil. Round eyes are nice. Everybody knows that.
This judge is not.
Oh man, why is his eyes pointing?
That made me laugh. I messed up his eyes more than their eyes.
Normally when you do triangle eyes, they're both pointed inwards. Not
I didn't
there's some amount of symmetry that's supposed to be on faces.
I think you're probably right, but so this lion, he's got his normal fur, part of his hair, but then judges, at least in books and TV shows and possibly still England, they have that curled.
Yep.
There's curls that. It's like a wig, I hope. I don't think there's a judge dedicated enough that they.
You're talking about powdered wigs.
Yeah, but the kind judges wear. This lion man thing, he's wearing one.
Okay.
And oh gosh, I think he needs some more fur to.
I think you mostly just need to finish up the bottom.
That's the hard part.
How does the curls go? So the curls just go back into.
He's wearing it on top of his mane. We'll go with that.
Okay.
He's also speaking, so we have to make sure that's clear.
Yeah, he's talking out of the side of his mouth. I see.
So true. I don't know what judges wear. I think it's robes.
Yeah, I don't think it's a Kermit the Frog costume.
It's the best.
Or the classic Loki
Yeah.
from the Loki show.
The robes that go really far down.
I'm not a fan of this lion world you've created. It may be worse than your flesh and skeleton world.
It might be, but
Like, there's just something real unsettling about these lions.
true. So judges have their gavel, of course. They don't go anywhere without it. Even retired ones that now start judging artwork properly.
They use the gavel to judge the artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, you're coloring in the gavel, so how's he gonna hold it?
It's more I realized it had to be longer.
I see. He's just kind of like barely holding it.
It's like it's
Like making sure you can see the whole
his
thing.
fingertips. Yeah, his fingers should be wrapped around it probably, but lion hands aren't meant for holding gavels. It's a little known fact. Let's give it some fabric. This to it, and I think I have.
Is his other arm just like in the cloak? Like you just can't see it.
Yeah, it's behind his back, possibly.
You know, you're calling these lions, but really, to me, they just look like if a baboon's having a bad hair day.
I mean, it's because I didn't draw the whole lion body, and I didn't draw like their teeth. This guy's not actually saying anything. So.
And you also didn't like make their nose and mouth be the same, like a.
It doesn't have that like generic cat shape. You're right.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
But it looks very baboony. And baboons often have bad hair
I'm
day.
gonna take that as a
I mean, I guess it's more of a compliment than calling you a baboon.
Thank you for specifying that it could have been worse.
That kid has different amount of fingers.
Make fun of him. Part of his other lion's
Hey.
pride.
Pointing out a fact is not making fun of somebody.
Yeah, you might be right. Gotta make this look like it's tacked up on the wall.
It's just like a school event.
Yeah. They bring in harsh judges.
They go and find the most evil judge or ex-judge they can, who has nothing to do with art or knows anything about art.
Yeah.
He's just good at judging people.
This is the pre-K art contest.
Hmm.
It's gonna.
Well, now I think this judge is pretty short, knowing that these kids are pre-K.
Well, lions grow at different rates than humans.
Mhm.
Like they're like full grown at like 2. These guys are
Right.
like 3 months old.
They also don't have a normal education system that goes from.
Yep, but the reason
Pre-K.
I added pre-K has nothing to do with how tall the lions are. It has to do with how great their artwork is. Because
You just wanted to make it the same level as we are.
yeah, I did. I realized I didn't have time to. You know.
Draw the Mona Lisa on there.
Yeah. So what do lions draw?
Is that a real question? Or?
You asked me a question earlier, so I'm asking you one now. What do lions draw? It's like a riddle.
Like a riddle. They draw people lying Or other things lying.
Oh.
They draw cheetahs cheating.
Cheetahs cheating. That's a different drawing altogether when you draw cheating. This is about pride. Don't forget.
They draw Escanor himself.
They draw flowers. That's right.
But how does flowers have anything to do with pride?
It doesn't.
Well, flowers are pretty easy to draw, so good choice.
It's pre-K, remember?
Mm-hmm. It's the best I have
Don't turn
ever
this into like a reading lesson. You don't have to sound it out.
made. Explanation point.
Not an exclamation. You're not explaining something. It's an exclamation. You're exclaiming. Not explaining. Exclaiming. This is now turned into an art lesson, a reading lesson, and a grammar
I
lesson.
know what it is, just because I say it
Yeah,
wrong.
it's the best I've ever made.
At least he only put a period after that terrible, so he must not be
It's
that.
very matter of fact.
He wasn't yelling it or anything.
Just a fact.
Destroyed.
Is
Does
how you
that have
spell
to
it?
do with Troy? Like
Destroyed.
your destination is Troy?
But it's been destroyed. It's been like Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, oh man. Like what the Greeks did to Troy, it's happened to your place that you.
Yeah.
I want to look up this word now to see if that's the case.
Yeah,
But
I was just making a pun, but maybe that
this
is
is
where it
what
comes
pride gets you. You get a judge putting you in your place.
from. Yep. So never join Alliance Pride.
Yeah, basically. Basically.
They're the least fair art judges.
It's judgment of pride, right?
Yes. Let's see if you can spell judgment right, unlike me.
Yeah, there's no E.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, when we looked it up, we did see it with an E on Google, but we also saw it without an E.
Yep.
And a website that explained why it doesn't have an E.
There. It's an official
Okay.
piece of art now.
Well, there we have it. We've both drawn pride being judged.
The judgment of pride. And if you think you can do better, feel free to pull out a piece of paper, take 5 or 10 or 2 minutes and draw something better than ours and post it in the comments. We'd love to see it. But until next
I
time,
don't think you can post pictures in the comments.
well, then email it to us. Assuming you know our email.
Might say that on the about.
We'll find some way to
Yeah, you can show it to us, and we will admit that it's better than ours.
hold it up. And yeah, no matter what you draw, it's going to be better. So until next time, thanks for watching.
Bye.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.